Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'd really like to thank a few people before we get started, the Holiday family. We've got to spend a little time together. It's obviously a basketball family. I'm not sure of anyone in that family who isn't good at basketball. And it's good to get to know you guys for the last couple hours that we've been together, and welcome to the Pacers family. I'd like to introduce Aaron Holiday as the 23rd pick in the draft. As we went through this draft, we looked at a lot of different mocks. We kept putting names up on the board of who we thought was going to get to 23, and I can't remember in many where we thought Aaron was going to be there. And as the draft unfolded, we looked at maybe moving up, but we kept seeing that there was an option to get this really special kid, a point guard who's tough, who's committed to his teammates, who's a complete pacer, and we've actually talked a little bit about what he's about, and it's exactly what we're about. So with that said, I'd like to introduce our 23rd pick in the draft, Aaron Holiday.
I just wanted to say I'm very excited to be here. I just wanted to thank you guys for drafting me. It means a lot to be wanted, and I'm just ready to get to work, to be honest.
Okay, we'll take questions. Raise your hands because we do have wireless mics. So.
Aaron, now after a fresh night's sleep, what was last night? How much did that mean to you, especially having your brothers there step by step the entire way?
It means a lot, just to have my family around. I'm a big family guy, and whenever they can enjoy a moment with me, I want them there. So it was very exciting to have them there for sure.
Aaron, for maybe the little that you know about the Pacers, how do you see your fit here? I know, obviously, Kevin talked a little last night about your ability to shoot the ball and also defend at a high level.
I feel like those two things probably are the main things I can bring right away. Also, my get into making plays, playmaking ability, I think I can help free up other guys on the court a lot.
Aaron, what's it like growing up with two brothers who are both in the NBA? Did they tell you about what it takes to make it in this league, or did they just show you?
They more so showed me. Just watching how Justin and Drew, their paths were so different, and just watching that and what they went through being in the league and the ups and downs of the league, I've learned a lot from it. So now I know what to expect when I get there, or if anything goes wrong, I can count on them to help me out.
What maybe was your impression of the Pacers last season? I mean, maybe even if you weren't following them super closely, you had to know they pushed the Cavs to a Game 7. I mean, what was your impression of what Victor Oladipo and some of those new guys were able to do with this team?
It's a very, very good team. They, as you said, pushed the Cavs to a 7-game series. They had a very good chance of winning that game, but a lot of young talent on this team, and I'm just ready to be a part of it, to be honest.
We heard last night from them all about the comparisons to Darren Collison. How much do you see that? Did you study his game at all, especially being right there at UCLA?
He played with Drew, so I was able to see him a lot, and I think we have similarities. He can play defense at a high level, and I try to pride myself on that aspect as well. And offensively, he runs the team very well. So I can see similarities in that for sure.
You are 6-7 years younger than your brothers. At what point did you start playing with and against them in games, and how did it go, and what did you get from that?
We played in the front yard a lot when I was younger, so I believe when they were maybe in junior high or high school, we kind of started playing with my sister. So those games were hard and tough. It taught me a lot of toughness, just not being able to win many games, but I still wanted to play, so I had to get out there. And I mean, it was fun, but I hated losing, but it's a good teaching moment for sure.
you're one of a series of UCLA guys that are coming out here with Coach Alford's influence now. What is it with your time with Steve that is kind of, you are one of many, it seems, that has come away from that?
Just the way he coached. He really allows us to flourish in his offense. He's very offensive minded. Obviously, you guys know that from Indiana, but he knows what he's doing. He really teaches pace and space, and that's really what the NBA is coming to. So I believe that helped us all when we get to the league, and we're just able just to continue that.
Aaron, when you look back at your time at UCLA, is there one or two aspects that you know you need to work on in order to be a full-time starting point guard in this league?
I mean, I feel like I could work on my whole game. Shooting, ball handling, playmaking, defense. Everything's going to be an adjustment for me coming from college to the NBA, but I'm going to work as hard as I can to make it as easy as a transition as possible. But I feel like I could work on my entire game.
Aaron, this is a state where fans take basketball very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some excitement knowing that you're going to get to play in front of a crowd that is so serious about this sport?
For sure. It's always fun playing in front of a great fan base. So I'm really excited about that part.
You said that I know you didn't work out for the Pacers. I know you interviewed with them in Chicago. Did anything stand out about that process in your mind and going into the draft last night? Did you have any feel at all that you might wind up here?
No, I didn't have any feel that I was going to wind up here. To be honest, we were trying to figure that out, and we didn't know where we were going. So I'm just happy that somebody really wanted me, and now it's just time for me to work for them.
Was there anything different about their interview with you in Chicago, apart from other teams, or anything you could remember?
They showed a lot of interest in me. But when my range was, I guess, before going into the draft, they were a little bit outside of it, and they were talking about trading up maybe to get up. But it ended up working out, so.
Front or the back? Come on, Ken. Move faster.